One day we're just like, leave it to Beaver. So, long story short, my English teacher gave us an assignment where we have to create a vision board for the next 5 years of our life. Get it? So yes, but she was like, people go above and beyond and they like make paper mache and a 3D model, and this girl built a lamp with all of her visions in it. And so like you can't just make a collage, which is what I would have done. Also, side note, if I just seem like done, it's because I am. I don't know, I'm just like not in the mood to be like, oh my gosh, I made this vision board, it's so great. I'm just feeling very serious today. So here we are. So yeah, I decided to make a painting and let's get into it. So I'm doing my vision board for my English project. We have to do our vision. So I started with this paper where I drafted, we have to hit 4 sections. So college, or career/education, family, friends, and spiritual journey. So I listed some things that I'm thinking on here, and then I drew off this rough sketch of what the things that I wrote down inspired me to create, and now I have an idea of where I'm going, and I'm going to paint it. So the only canvases that we have are these black canvases. They are 11 by 14 inches. So I'm just gonna sketch straight on here with pencil, and then we're gonna see where that takes me. Okay, so I just tested to see if I can erase on the like edge of the canvas, and you can, which is very important. I've painted before. I did a painting for my French class. We had to do a recreation. I don't know if I have a picture, but I'll pop it in here. I'm wearing this shirt because I need to paint and I didn't want to get it on my nice shirt. But that painting, I just did it completely. I just went ready, set. I did not plan, I did not sketch it out. And that's usually how I paint. But for this one, I want to sketch it out because it has more details. And I just want to do in painting because I want that more solid color. But I don't know how the black is going to play into my design. I've never painted on black. And I don't work with black paper very often, or I haven't in a long time. So we'll see how this goes. So I finished the base sketch. It looks kind of cool with the pencil on the black. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. But I decided to print out the words and make a stencil for the side so that it looks all the same. But this is basically it. And then tomorrow I'll start painting and filling it in. Okay, so I printed this out to make a stencil. And I printed out 2 sizes, a little bit of a smaller one and a little bigger one to see which would fit better. I did have a little printing fail. Don't really know what happened there, but I'm gonna put masking tape on top so that the stencil can hold up to a little bit more paint, and then I'm gonna see which one fits better on my canvas size, because that's gonna go on this side. Hey girl, okay, let's jump into this. I'm just cutting this out with an X-Acto knife, which I know is triggering for everyone. My tip would be to keep the blade and the body separate. That's what I do. I keep them in 2 different boxes. Finished cutting out the letters. Here are all the pieces. And I decided to go with the bigger version. However, I laid out 5 spots and I only actually need 4, but I'm gonna do 5 instead because I feel like it just looks better. So no, I don't usually paint inside, but it's 100 degrees outside, so we're gonna do it. So I have this like disposable paint thingy. You can see my paint from my last painting. You just take it off like this. Let me see, where's the end? I'm sorry, I do not know what is going on with the audio of this video. I just had to mute this because it was way too loud. So I'm gonna start with the parts that I already know what color they're gonna be before I go to the text. So I'm gonna start with this little face here. And here I am. I'm painting those little cheeks. I decided to do them gray just for the fun of it. I wasn't feeling like a pink cheek. But yeah, I took some clips and some mostly time lapse of me painting this painting. A lot of the footage got lost because my camera ran out of storage like a bunch of times in the middle of filming. But as you can see, I'm just like mixing the paint, putting my head in the shot, jamming out to a very long Dodie playlist. Her music is so good. I don't know if I've already said this in a past video, but I've really been getting back into her music and it's just so sweet. I just really appreciate her. So as you can see, I'm laying down that stencil. I kind of taped it in place with some actual masking tape just to hold it down. But yeah, I kind of have a problem with my word choice of breath. I'll get into it later in the video, but here I am painting, stenciling. I'm going to answer one question since we have a little bit of time. Someone asked me what my favorite dog is. And to be completely honest, I low-key have a dog phobia. I am afraid mostly of dogs and their tongues, but I'm trying to get over that and appreciate dogs a little bit more. And that's all we have time for. So here you can see all the layers coming in. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done. I don't like where this eye is, but I don't want to mix the whole new color to fix the face. So I'm just gonna leave it. So this is the finished product. Da 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 da. So as you saw, I started with a black canvas and then I did stencils on the side, blah, 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 blah. Here's this. In the last clip, I say I'm done, but then I painted these pink. Now they look like blood cells looking in the camera. That's not it, but it's fine. So should I explain what is my vision board? Okay, so we had to hit the 5 sections of career and education, family, friends, and spiritual journey. I think it's still like sticky on the side. That's fine. So starting with career and education, I put BFA because I want to get a degree. I'm not sure yet if I'm applying. Well, I'm applying for both BAs and BFAs, so I don't know which one I'm going to graduate with. So that's why I put in parentheses. But I do want to graduate, so that's on there. And then, okay, career and education is like most of my thing because, you know, that's what we're playing with. YouTube, obviously, you're watching me on YouTube right now. Wow, that was aggressive. And I started YouTube to just like document my life and like get me motivated to do things and just have a record of what I did. Like to go even deeper into that, like long story short, one day I just like looked back and realized that there were no pictures of me because I was just always taking the pictures and I didn't want to be in pictures. And it was just crazy that like all these moments in my life, it was like they didn't happen because I didn't have a picture. Not that things don't happen if they don't have pictures, but it was just like crazy for me. So I decided to start my YouTube channel to document my life and remember that I was alive. So I have my YouTube channel. I'm not like trying to be the next YouTube god or anything, but I would like to continue doing it at least for the next year for sure. And a year is within 5 years from now, so it's on there. And then my other 2 big boxes are, it's a TV with a star on it. Originally, I had like a me in it. I kind of simplified this a lot for the painting, but I have always wanted to have a TV show, like a Disney Channel show. That was always the dream. Definitely things are changing, and I'll talk about that when I get to this box, but I would still love to work on TV just because I think it's so fun, and I've never worked in such a fast-paced industry. Like plays, you've got all day. I've done commercials where you like walk onto set and don't know what you're doing, but it's not been that difficult, whereas TV, like it's long running. You have to really know what you're doing because every single choice, like people will watch it back. And also TV pays the bills if you can get a good job. So I would love to be on TV. And also I just love the community, like having your trailer, having your friends, So that's the dream for that. And then up here is a stage. You can see how I simplified it from the original. The fan is on, so we're just like blowing all over the place. I really want to write my own show, whether it be about my own personal experience starring me or starring other people and not about my own experience. I really want to create my own piece of, I think I want it to be live theater, because I think there's just something really special about live theater. And yeah, I've just been exposed, especially recently, to a lot of people who have created like a one-person show or a show about their story, and I think it's just really captivating and just different than like doing The Little Mermaid 500 times, which is what I grew up with. So I really want to do something like that, and I think I have a little bit of a unique story to tell, just being like Asian American and all that jazz. And then last at the bottom is this, oh no, I think I smeared it. It's fine. This mask was inspired by an actor training program that a lot of people that I really look up to attended. So the mask looks a little bit like their logo, and also they have a lot of training in mask at the school. So that's why I put the mask there. It looks a little crazy because this eye is like not in the right place, but it's fine. And then same with this moon, kind of goes with the mask. I saw this show called Loon by the Wonderheads a while ago. And a bunch of the people from that company went to this school. So it's kind of connected because I thought their show was really cool and really out of the box, and it was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. So it kind of connects back to like creating my own show. I want to create something a little bit different.
Hello, I'm in the kitchen. It is so dark. Let there be light. I look like a hot mess. I have a scrunchie in, so that makes it a little better. I completely forgot to address the lips on the mask. That is not part of the mask thing. That thing is open. This straw is so ugly. But I chose that because I want to become a little bit better at speaking and just being confident in talking and speaking up and advocating for myself a little bit more. I'm really, really not good at speaking up for myself. So I want to improve that in the next 5 years, and I know that that is a very important part of being an adult.
So I'm gonna do friends and family. So for friends, I did these hands. Hopefully, I have a project relating to these hands. I don't know if it will get done before this video comes up, but these hands, they start off as like clear hands that you can see, and then they kind of turn into different forms. So the hands are like the friends that I have now that I want to keep, but I also want to make lots of new friends, and I don't really know what that's gonna look like. So that's kind of why it's changing into different forms at the top. And then for family, it was just very small what I included. These little dots here, they look really bad now, but they were originally like little coins, because I really would like to pay off my student debt so that my family doesn't have to worry about that. And that's like my one small goal. I think for family, like a lot of people in my class are going to put that they want to be married, they want to start having kids in 5 years, but that is not where I'm at. So I just put the small goal of wanting to pay off my student loans, or have a plan to pay off my student loans by then, because I know that's a big burden for my family, and that will be something they don't have to worry about if I can take care of it. And that connects to getting a TV show so we can get paid, because this is not going to pay the bills. We already know. Okay, and then last, I think I've covered everything. Yeah, last is the spiritual. So I actually had another icon for spiritual that didn't end up making it because the canvas, like, I drew everything bigger than I was expecting, so I'm not going to include that. But what I have here, it's the green text is for spiritual, and I just want to have a good foundation of breathing and eating. This is something I realized when I got halfway through, is like it's supposed to be going down into eat, like breath to eat, but if I had done breathe, I wouldn't have to repeat breath 2 times in a row because I wanted 5 rows. And anyways, so that was like a minor mistake, but I want to have like good breath support, being grounded, and then I also want to be eating well. I think now something I'm definitely struggling with is like sustainable eating, because like the vegan movement, it sounds great in theory, like yes, I support everything that they're going for. Like, yes, we want to not harm the animals. Yes, we want to help the planet. But then also, like, I feel like it's cultural. It's a cultural reset, that's for sure. And like, I see people like Kelly Stamps, for example, like living her life being a non-vegan and loving it. And I see people like that, and they can just like go around and just chill out about food. But then there are also like vegan people who are living their lives and just chilling out about food. But anyways, I feel like every single time I eat is like an entire mental journey for me. So I'm just hoping that like in 5 years I can have it figured out. I'm not going to say that I hope that I'm vegan or vegetarian or on any specific diet, but I just want it to like be easier. And like, every person always struggled with eating, definitely in a better place than I used to be. So that's why I'm hoping that spiritually I will advance and continue to like improve my journey and not struggle as much with that. And then breathing is something I learned in CISA. Like, you gotta breathe deeply, feel connected to the earth, and everything comes with breath. You can't do anything without breathing. I didn't even erase the pencil lines, but you know, I'm like semi proud of it. It's fine. The end. That's my vision board. It's all like conceptual. Hopefully I get an A. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're inspired to create your own vision board, or like draw or paint or do something creative with this quarantine time. Don't forget that we are still quarantining. Coronavirus is real, even though our school district thinks it's safe to send us back to school in person, when our city was one of the ones on the watch list for having the most cases in the country. But we can't talk about that. So remember to stay home, wear your mask, stay 6 feet away. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe. It's tons of fun here. I'm here every single Sunday. Although, like, the options for the time we can upload is changing. I'm usually here Sunday morning. So come hang out and hear the cars drive by. Don't forget to stay hydrated. I'll see you next week.